Hello and welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I'm so very happy that you are all here with me today in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the multifaceted theme, transforming darkness into light. All of us are here together, living in this realm of duality, where there is darkness and light, fear, love, what religions term good and bad, what morals categorize good and bad. You might be following an urge, an impulse within you, and end up in darkness. You know the experience when you fall out of a moment, fall off of your path, because you don't even know the path. And sometimes the path that you choose to take only gets you so far. And sometimes you realize that you're paddling and you're not getting to where you want to go. Here in this world of duality, you are constantly facing and up against the polar opposite of what you feel. When your feelings are based upon your reactions, intellect, logic without heart and intuition, separate from a state of knowingness, and knowingness being connected to true power, not false power, which is ego. As you align your consciousness that includes your feelings, your thoughts, that deep dwelling space where you go into the source of oneness itself, as you learn to abide in your abode, you listen to the way that you are being guided to live in greater relationship with the laws of creation, with the laws of the universe. Man, woman, mankind, that word representing the humankind, womankind representing man and woman. We are literally one soul, and we are in a masculine body or a feminine body. But inside of ourself, we have both masculine and feminine. And so our hormones create us to be either swinging more to the masculine or swinging to the feminine. The organs that we have excrete certain hormones. They give us a different experience through the view of the masculine or view of the feminine until we bridge the two and we transform the masculine and feminine that have been in the dark, meaning in the unawareness of ourself. We can only shine that light, meaning awaken, when we end identifying who we are in any particular way. We get stampeded by our own duality, our own separations within sight of ourself. I have a term for Tantra, which is true Tantra, which is the union of opposites, and that pathway being a very ancient pathway of many, many thousands of years old. And Tantra is thought of sexually at that it's a sexual path of union, its greater meaning, the greater scope of Tantra, true Tantra, is the union of opposites. It's the yoga of your consciousness. It is an alchemical union, and it happens through losing oneself, ending identification, and the clearing of old sanskaric impressions deep inside of yourself. That clearing of sanskars takes determination, and you're turning towards the light instead of ego gratification. There are two different walkways. They're absolutely two different train tracks. You begin to define your gratification based upon being in alignment to the truth within you that is found through ending the opposites. So when you look out into the world and you see all the oppositional forces at play and all the willfulness, all you can really do is work on your own self to find that equilibrium, that truth point within inside of yourself, where the moon within you and the sun within you are working together. It's that magical moment. If you've ever seen the sun setting as the full moon is rising at the same time, in the same moment, it's really an amazing polarization of magnetic energy. When I speak of transforming darkness, it is the unknown within you where light has not yet been shining. It has not yet been directed to shine into what is in the darkness within inside of you. The darkness within inside of you usually manifests through your health, your finances, relationship, your position in life, and how you use it or refuse to use it for your own gain, but honorably work in alignment with what role, job, occupation you have been given by the universe, and also what you've worked hard to create. We each have that inner sense of what we're here for. And many of you, and I certainly understand, that questioning of what am I really here for? The part of the self that hasn't wanted to fully come forth is the part of you that is in the darkness. The part of you that finds itself kind of stuck up about your own self, your own values. That's the you that's in the darkness. The you that does things to look good so others think that, you are very together, very cool. That's the you that's in the darkness. The you who finds fault with someone else, partner, blames, and shames. That's a part of you in the darkness. So when we look out into the world, we see the manifestation on a global way, in a global collective level of all of our own parts of ourself that are in the darkness. So, for instance, if you decided you were going to transform your sexual energies and begin to practice finding your opposite inside of yourself, bringing your sexual energy, that's just raw sexual energy, up to be transformed into the light in your heart. Can you imagine what happens? It's a combustion that happens between you and Source. The divine and human of you connect. All of life is constantly evolving, moving towards that union. All of life, no matter what form it is. And there's no human race or human being that can claim that they're any more advanced than anybody else or better than anyone else, because everyone is moving on a spiral, energetic pathway into and towards oneness. It's a little hard to believe looking out at the world right now, but that's the big plan, is that it's so obvious how dark people can really get, how far from the source people can get, even while proclaiming religious beliefs, because the religious beliefs aren't necessarily in union on a personal level with the source itself. When you transform something in yourself from being in the dark into an awakened state, it happens through the light. There are different planes of consciousness, different planes of awakening and understanding. My focus is the human plane. It's the plane of being human. It's recognizing how we can hate ourselves and turn against ourselves and keep the dark light split going. It's recognizing how we are repulsed by others, another person's beliefs, color of skin, habits, and recognizing to the best of our ability, understanding that everyone is learning and growing through their own life experiences. That is transformation of the darkness within us into the light. When we recognize our familial patterns and we choose to end continuing them, such as if you are born into a family of origin where there is a tendency over generations for men to hate women. Perhaps you're born into a family system where women hate men. How is that known? Well, it's how shame is created, how blame is manifested. Is there true honor? The way that you shift that pattern is by honoring your own inner opposite. If you are in a male body, you are honoring and serving your inner feminine. You are allowing it to exist. If you are in an inner feminine body, you are honoring and allowing to exist your pure inner masculine. Now, there's a difference between your pure masculine and your pure feminine. What I mean by that is that there's a cultural social masculine and a cultural social feminine. That's not your pure feminine. What is your pure feminine is who you meet in a divine place where that part of you is in its state of pure love. It doesn't know opposites. but it might have forgotten its polar opposite, its inner masculine, because we have separated the spirit into masculine, feminine. We have created that illusion, and we have painfully created the split on planet Earth from the dark light split. In ancient teachings, the darkness is always connected to the feminine. Through the dark you go, within inside of yourself, to find that place of stillness and silence. It is the womb within you. It is a place where all creation comes from. You are going into the source of creation inside of you, into the pure darkness. There is the light of the masculine part of God that is in the whole universe, just like the feminine is. And the light is in you. And as you are awakened to the light within you by the ignition of that creation, feminine pulse, power, that impetus that comes right from the core of the earth, and it moves and opens you to realize that through the light that you are, you have the potential and the ability to regenerate your entire being into wholeness. Your feminine, pure power awakens you, just like in a pure, true Tantra of receiving the pure life force energy that emanates from the earth itself, that is in the ocean, in the mountains, in the deepest rivers, in the earth itself. It's in your DNA because you belong to creation. You are of creation. Nothing can separate you from creation except an overactive mind, you believing something that you fabricated or was passed on to you that was fabricated. You have the ability to come in to union, in oneness within yourself. You allow the life force energies to move up from the earth through your feet into your pelvis. You allow yourself to be that kind of conduit for pure power, but it has to be connected to the light in your heart. Otherwise, we get super out of balance and we become the expression of the false power. We're using spirit energy to build what's false in ourself. It's a fine, wondrous pathway of staying connected in the source within you. Yes, you have the full ability to focus into the light as it pours into you from the crown, from the top of your head, crown of your head, flowing down into your body to awaken and transform the light inside of you that has been hiding in the dark. This transformation is part of the 21st century liberation roadmap that is taught and shared and guided in detail in the Evolutionary Empowerment Global Village membership. It's a program that is a full out library of video teachings shot on location in beautiful places that are created to give you access and successfully reunite the polarities in you, the light and the dark, and 20 other topics at least to help you come into the source connection within you and to step in to oneness within you. Here in Spirit Gateways, which is the name of the teachings that provide you access to you, can be found on my website. I invite you to check it out and subscribe and receive a free weekly teaching, video teaching that's got meditation movement and a teaching in a 20-minute class delivered to your inbox every Saturday. Let's check out my website at ayanalahi.com, IANALAHI.com. Know that the transformation of your masculine and feminine is part of this time period. Most definitely one of the core themes of the Spirit Gateway's 21st Century Liberation Roadmap work. It gives you back you, your creative source, your essence, your voice, your power, and your ability to see through illusion and move through the very patterns that need to be released in this lifetime for you to go to the next notch of who you are as the magnificent soul that you are. You are always connected into the depth, the silence, the pure presence of that deep love within inside of you, holding you in precious embrace. Thank you so much for being here and joining with all of us. Until next time, this is Ayana Lehi.